YouTube, what's going on with y'all? It's your guy Rue from Elite Lawn Sports. Today with another video, I got something special for y'all, man. I got 8 legs, 1 same game parlay, 1 premium play. If you guys haven't already, man, make sure y'all hit that likes, man. It does help with the algorithm. I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Y'all been very supportful, man. Some of y'all in the comments have been very motivating, man. I talk to y'all, chop it up with y'all. I love talking to y'all. As of today, if you guys haven't already noticed, but I'm going to say it now, we're not going to be posting on the weekends. I just have a lot going on. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I'm raising a family. I'm a master's student. I work out. I work. That's like 4 things already as it is. And then I got to have to find time to do the research, which I carefully do. I don't just put out numbers out there for y'all. You know what I mean? I don't just pick random shit. But I carefully take my time and I put out the best props for y'all. Still gonna keep going hard, man. I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Y'all have been motivating and y'all give me energy each and every day to keep doing this, man. But as of today, for the weekends, we will not be posting on the weekends. Gonna take that as my day offs and yeah. So listen. Anyway, back to the video, man. Appreciate every single one of y'all. So we got 8 legs, 1 premium play that I do like, and then I have a same game parlay treat for y'all. Just to show my thanks and appreciation. Without further ado, let's get into it. You dig? Alright, so first up, I'm going to be honest here, it's the Sixers and the Pistons. Only leg I like over this because the blowout factor is real. Okay? Because, let me check here. Maxey is out, Embiid is out, Oubre is out, and Oubre has been solid for them. So, listen, man, Sixers are dismantled. Only leg that I do like is Duncan Robinson threes over 2.5. You could go points as a pivot. That's up to you guys, but I think the threes is doable because if he doesn't get 12 points, he's gonna knock down 3 3-pointers. And let me show y'all. Similar players are 40% hit rate. Tab it under 50. Don't let that scare y'all away. They are home. So already when he's home, before I even click anything, he's 71% of having to hit over 3-pointers. 15 out of 21 over the past 21 games. Now let's do when he plays against. Let me see here. When he plays against top teams that happen to guard 3-point positions for his position, which they are, the Sixers are 7 out of 30. He is 90% at home to hit over 3-pointers. Like, but just look at the numbers, man. Like, I mean, listen, I'm not the one shooting the ball, bro. I'm just giving y'all the numbers and the probabilities, and what these players do with them, bro, is up to them. But I'm just giving y'all the probabilities because that's how gambling is. You gotta go with the probabilities over the possibilities. Sometimes you go with the possibilities over the probabilities if it's like a narrative game, like a revenge game, or they traded me so I'm gonna ball hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some type of narratives like that. But listen, this is the probabilities 90% at home. Duncan Robinson over 2 3-pointers, 2.5 3-pointers, solid. Next up, we got Suns at Pacers. Pascal Siakam's already ruled out. We're gonna touch basically 2 Suns here because I don't like the Pacers. The Pacers have been getting smoked out here. I'm going with Mr. Jalen Green here. I like his points over 20.5. Just look at the past 3 games. He's played against a soft matchup against the Pelicans, 29 out of 30 defense, and he scored 25 points. He played the Hornets defense, who is actually 5 out of 30 having a guard position, but he scored 24 points. And then the third game, his third game in a row against the Bucks, he 22 out of 30 defense. He has scored 25. So I like Mr. Jalen Green here. I don't think Devin Booker stays in the game long enough to even focus on having to get his points. His numbers does look good, but I think it's just going to be a blowout. Okay? Pacers are not too good, and I think Jalen Green, you know what I mean, with him being injured and having the most minutes of his time and the free time to shoot without Dylan Brooks, I just think he's just going to start chucking, bro, and him getting over 20 points seems like very doable. But hey, this could be a blowout. So, I mean, hey, I do think Jalen Green does get his points, though. Next up, second leg from this game. To sort of switch it up for y'all, I like the PR points and rebounds here for also Iguodala. He's been a focal point without Mark Williams. He's been a good focal point. Literally, they're at 30 out of 30 having a guard defense within the interior. Also, Iguodala is 93% of his shots come from the paint. Literally similar players looks great. They get 4 over the line. All right, so that is insane. Robert Williams, the third, line was 6.5. He got 12. Precious Achua, line was 5. He got 11. Al Horford's line was 6.5. He got 12. Paul Reed just literally missed it by like a point. All right, a point or a rebound. His line was at 7.5. He got 7. So literally 4 over the line is insane, which I like. The 29 out of 30 having the guard positions like also Iguodala when he plays centers. Let's just say when he plays his minutes, because his minutes did go up. 25 minutes. Let's just say 20 minutes. Let's just be skeptical because this might be a blowout here. 20 minutes, still 63%. That's still in the green. And when he's away, 40%. Doesn't literally scare me too much at all, bro. Points and rebounds is... Oh, no, this is on the point side. I'm doing stats for the points. I mean, listen, points is solid too, bro. Bro, just take a look at the stuff, man. Like, the pass against 14, 10, 13. But I'm doing points and rebounds because he is a center. So if we're doing points and rebounds, let me just show you guys real quick. When he plays against bottom 10 defenses, when he's on the road, 2 out of 9. If we're touching closing lines, however, of course, they're going to up the line because he's getting more minutes. So, again, the similar players hasn't changed. They're very weak inside the interior, and no Mark Williams. So, without Mark Williams, I do like also Iguodala. Next up, I'm going with a bit of a narrative here. Actually, not on this one. We got Wizards at Paolo Banchero and the Magic. Now, the Magic just played. They're on the tail end of a back-to-back, which means they're on dead legs. They played a competitive game against the Cavs, so kind of look for their star. And I have kind of did my research. The one player who steps up in back-to-back games is literally Paolo Banchero. Literally, it's just everyone else doesn't do so hot in back-to-back games. Just look, he's 3 out of 9. We're having to hit over his line. Paolo Banchero. They're going to turn to Paolo Banchero. Let's just say because I've done the research. All right. So Paolo Banchero, 24.5 is very inflated. There's not too many things that I do like, but the similar players is very encouraging because similar players like Kevin Durant, Brandon Ingram, Kawhi Leonard have all hit. Kevin Durant missed it by 1 bucket. They're literally 29 out of 30 having to guard the paint. Literally, Bam just scored 83 points on them not too long ago. Literally, you know what I mean? He set a franchise, literally a whole NBA record. Okay, he moved up to number 2. So for that to happen, what the Wizards are very bad with being the interior. There's not too many interior players here. Literally, if they have Franz Wagner is more of an interior player too. Anthony Black is an interior player. So Paolo Banchero, look, most of his shots are 62% coming inside the paint. Desmond Bane, 50% of his shots come inside the paint. Jalen Suggs, 35% of his shots come inside the paint. Tristan Da Silva, right? Catch and shoot. Wendell Carter, you would think so, but yeah, he's also a catch and shoot too, so he's both, but literally 62%. So Paolo Banchero is going to be more inside of the paint when he plays against them. Bottom 10 teams having to play his position when he is home. 4 out of 11. Listen, the numbers don't scream at you, but at the same time, like, the Magic do need to win this game. And another bet that I do like from here is Mr. Jet Howard himself. Jet Howard, the past 4 games, has been very good. His line is at 7.5. Similar players, looks pretty good. A tad bit under 50, 1 to 2 over the line. Literally, the past 4 games, 12, 9, 14, and 8. He's been getting more minutes. Literally, he's been 14, 25, 25, 22. So when he plays around 20-something minutes, let's just say 15 minutes. Let's just say 15. He's 10 out of 17 having a hit over 7.5. And when he is home, he is 80%, 4 out of 5 having a hit over 7.5 points if he plays over 15 minutes. Let's just say he plays 14 minutes, 71%, right? So it's like when he gets minutes, he gets more opportunities. So in past 3 games, he's been 22, 25, 25, and these against comp. I mean, the Bucks ain't comp. But you get the idea. He is getting minutes, and on the tail end of a back-to-back, they're going to turn to their bench a little bit, and Mr. Jet Howard's going to get his points over 7.5. I do like it. Now, this is more of a narrative game that I am going to go with. Tyler Hero is from I'm going with Tyler Hero points here. Similar players look very good. 4 to 5 over the line. 10 out of 15. 67% hit rate, which is very good. This is what we kind of want to see. And, like, the average difference is probably the most important thing that I like to see the most. Because this tells me whatever their line is, they get over. They get 4 over the line. Similar players like Tyler Hero get 4 over the line, which is insane to me. Like, if their line is 20, they roughly get 24, 25. So that tells me, like, this is more of a lock to me, for me. Like, that makes me feel comfortable. All right. When he plays against bottom 10 teams, having to guard his position. Of course, he hasn't played that much, so we got to do closing lines. His line is only going to go up. He is, when he's on home, 2 out of 3. However, Tyler Hero is from Wisconsin, okay? And where is the Bucks from? Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm just going to put this out there now. This ain't geography class or whatever the fuck class is called. But literally, Tyler Hero's team growing up probably must have been the Bucks because he is from Wisconsin and his team from Wisconsin's coming. Literally, these narratives actually work. Con Kneppel from the Hornets is from Wisconsin. He played against the Bucks. He had a phenomenal game. So I'm trying to tell you, like, these narratives, sometimes you just gotta put them in there, bro. So with that being said, I like Mr. Tyler Hero here for 23.5. I like the narrative. They're gonna go off of Bam a little bit because Bam just scored 83 points, though. Like, come on, bro. Like, he just scored 83 points. So they're gonna go with Mr. Tyler Hero here. Tyler Hero's gonna go off. I like Jamie Jaquez. One thing that I've been keeping up with, without Andrew Wiggins, Jamie Jaquez has been a very good focal point. And I'm going with his rebounds and his assists. Literally, his hit rate is 7 out of 9, 77%. Some of the players doesn't really do nothing for me too much because I pay attention to what the games are and I pay attention to what Jamie Jaquez does without Andrew Wiggins. And literally, his line is at 9.5. Just look at these games without Andrew Wiggins. 14, 9. Like, he just missed this one, right? 11, 12, right? This is before January. So now, let's talk about the new year, 2026. We got February, the Hawks, right? 11, 12. He just missed it with the Hornets because the Hornets is on the heater, too, though. So, listen. Then you got the Pistons, where that's a really good team, and he got 13, right? And then he got 14 against a real soft defense. Now he's playing against another soft defense in the Bucks. I kind of like this a lot. I really like it. The 25 out of 30 having to guard the position. If you want to do the numbers here, literally he's 60% when he is home. Hey man, listen, bro. I do my research and I literally comb through all these players and I find the best numbers for y'all. This looks really good. 100% when he's home, when he plays against soft defenses. And literally when he's home, man, just Jamie Jaquez over 9.5 assists. So the third leg that I like from this game too. So there's 3 legs that I like from this game. I like Miles Turner. Miles Turner, for a specific reason. I know his listen, it hasn't been looking too good. But Kevin Porter Jr. is questionable. And when Kevin Porter Jr. is in the game with him, he does very well. Over the past 21 games, he has scored over 10.5. 12 out of 21, right? So now let's talk about Ryan Rollins. I just want to make sure that I'm still okay. We're still good. With Ryan Rollins as well, and as well with Giannis Antetokounmpo. So with the big 3 players who likes to hold the ball a lot, he's 8 out of 15 having to hit his line over 10.5. Right, that's the line. So when he is, are they home or away? Away. So let's just say he's home. Home he's 2 out of 6. Doesn't look encouraging, right? But when he's away, 66%, 6 out of 9, having to hit over 10.5 with the big 3 of Kevin Porter Jr., Ryan Rollins, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Those are three players on the team that like to hold the ball a lot and they have a lot of usage. So Miles Turner is more of a catch and shoot. So just look at his catch and shoot. He's 62%. They're 11 out of 30 having to guard a position. And Miles Turner basically flourishes because they are passers. Giannis likes to draw the defense. He kicks. Ryan Rollins is more of a shooting guard, but he can also pass the ball too. Then you got Kevin Porter Jr., who just likes to pass the ball, and he is a point guard. So I know that some of the players don't look too sexy, man, but at the same time, sometimes you just got to go off of what the players' numbers are, and I like Miles Turner. So that's the third leg that I like. That's 8 legs that I gave for you guys so far. Those are the 8 legs. I'll kind of comb through them. Duncan Robinson, threes. Jalen Green, over 20.5. Also, Iguodala, points and rebounds, over 15.5. Paolo Banchero, over 24.5. Jet Howard, over 7.5. And then Bucks here, we got Tyler Hero, points. Jamie Jaquez, rebounds and assists. And then we like Miles Turner, points, over 10.5. All right, so that's what we like. Those are the 8 legs. Now move on to the same game parlay. And if you guys are still here, I will reveal the premium play later. So stay tuned for that, okay? Again, like the video, man, does help with the algorithm. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Again, y'all been showing y'all support immensely, and I fuck with every single one of y'all. Pardon my language. So same game parlay. I know that there's 2 marquee matchups that I do like. However, Jason Tatum has been ruled out. I'm not going to touch the Celtics or the Thunder. That's up to you guys if you guys want to touch that game, because only Jaylen Brown will be back, but I'm just not going to touch it. I'm going with the Nuggets and the Spurs here. I think this is going to be a very cool matchup that I do like. I'm giving y'all the same game parlay, by the way. So if y'all want to single these stuff too, it's up to you guys. I did carefully do the same game parlay with this. I'm going to go with Victor Wembanyama's rebounds over 10.5. First time meeting against the Nuggets this year. Just look at the past similar players. One over the line, 73%, 11 out of 15. Vucevic hit it. Collins, Claxton. Duran missed it by 3. Embiid, Mobley, so they all have hit. The hit rate looks very good for the similar players. When he is home, he's 12 out of 21 having hit over his rebounds, 10.5. And they're top 10 at having to stop Wemby from having to get his stuff. But again, with the first time with the meeting, I think Wemby's going to start rebounding and looking to his team. Because listen, the Nuggets are on dead legs right now. They're on the tail end of a back-to-back, which means there's going to be more misses. Aaron Gordon is already not playing. So they're going to be a lot much more misses, and Wemby's going to be having to clean those rebounds up. So I do like the 10.5. The back-to-back, literally the tail end of the back-to-back really matters. Sometimes you got to factor that into that too. So next up, we got the Aaron Fox that I do like, Mr. PRA himself. One thing that I have noticed, and I have put this in one of our videos, the Aaron Fox plays very well when he plays against competition. I don't know what it is, but he does. When he plays against softer defenses, he doesn't really care too much. But when he plays against competition, it's a whole different beast. Aaron Fox is going to come out. This is why I think it's going to be good for the playoffs. But when he plays against top 10 teams, like which they are number 8 out of 30 having a guard position, the Nuggets are, he is 11 out of 21, 52%, right? When he plays against top 10 teams. Now, let's see if he does. How does he do when he's home? 5 out of 8, 62%, which is very good. Look, the past 3 games, literally Pistons, very good team, 37. Rockets, very good team defensively, 32. Boston Celtics, literally the top team in the East, I would say, literally 37. So, and he just kind of missed a little bit with the Suns, but the Suns aren't really that competitive. Look at the Thunder, 29. Knicks, 34. So he's been showing out when there's comp. Let's see how he does on the way. Away, he does 50%. So what does that tell you? The Aaron Fox does very well when he's at home, when he plays comp, not on the road. So they are at home, playing against a team that's on the tail end of a back-to-back. They're going to need the Aaron Fox. Some of the players are 47%, tad bit under 50%. And look, it's just the Aaron Fox does well. So I like the Aaron Fox. Next up, from the Nuggets side, Jokic basically on the tail end of a back-to-back. Who does the best? Jokic does his best when he plays on the tail end of a back-to-back. 28. He scores over 28.5 points. He scores more when there's basically no one basically on the tail end of a back-to-back. You know what I mean? He is the leader. He has to do what he has to do, so he has to score. He has to put the ball in the hoop. He's playing against Wemby, but I do think that Jokic being more bulky, more able to body Wemby, I think Wemby's just going to be getting his rebounds. I don't like Wemby's points at all. I like his rebounds. So 28.5 seems very doable. Look, he got 38 against the Knicks, 32, 30, 31, 29. So the last tail end of the back-to-back was against the Knicks right here. But the next game he scored 32. It was a very competitive game with the Thunder. Then a very soft matchup against, but I do think he goes back to that 30 because they're 18 out of 30 having a guarded position. But the Spurs are 20 out of 30 having a guarded position. So let's just do the numbers anyway. When he plays against softer teams, 20 out of 30, 50. And I have said, and I have noted that other centers do very well when they play against the Spurs. I don't know what it is, but they do. So he is on the road, 4-4-11. I know it doesn't look too sexy, but at the same time, they are on a tail end of a back-to-back. Now let me click back-to-back. 29-32. He scored 32 points, 22 points against the Jazz because it's the Jazz. No one cares about the Jazz. And he was in foul trouble that game, too. I remember that game. So, Jokic, that's the third leg. Fourth leg, we got Mr. Tim Hardaway Jr. Again, he does very well when he plays against comp as well, I have noticed. On back-to-backs, let's just say he plays 9 out of 13. He shoots at 9 out of 13. Hit rate is 70%, basically 10 over 5 when he plays against top 10 teams. He's 76% having hit over 10.5, and when he's on the road, 91%. This is insane. I'm not gonna lie. Similar players look very good too. Hit rates look good. Similar players look good. Literally 10.5 looks just phenomenal. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And then last but not least, we got Mr. Jamal Murray here. If he does play, he is probable, so that's good news. That means he will play. Points and assists when he plays against top 10 teams, he is 57%. having to hit over 29.5 points and assists. They're going to need him a lot, especially on the tail end of back-to-back. Doesn't look too good, but that's why they got Jokic scoring over 30 points. So Murray will be needed and to be facilitating the ball and stuff like that. But when he's on the road for his points and assists, he's 80% of having to clear over 29.5, which is very good. So I do like that. So Jamal Murray, look for Jamal Murray and Jokic to kind of piggyback off if you started playing the two-man game and trying to get the team rolling. And Tim Hardaway Jr.'s points. That's the third leg. So Jokic points, PA for Jamal Murray, 10.5 points for Tim Hardaway Jr., 10.5 rebounds for Mr. Victor Wembanyama, and PRA for De'Aaron Fox. And if you guys made it to this far, appreciate every single one of you guys. I got y'all with the premium player right now. So without further ado, I do like the Lakers and the Bulls. The one person I am going to go with here is Mr. DeAndre Ayton. Similar players at the tab under 50. Don't let that deter you away. But what I'm going to be doing is Mr. Points and rebounds for 18.5. They're going to be looking to incorporate DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton has been getting more confidence lately, and I've been kind of noticing it because I have been paying attention to the games. Not to talk too much about it and boast about it, but however, let's just run the numbers. When he plays against softer defenses, literally 20 out of 30, and they're playing against a softer team in the Bulls. The Bulls are very contestant too, so like they like to run. So I do like DeAndre Ayton because he is a fifth center. 20 out of 30 defense, but when he is home, he is 80% of having to hit over 18.5 against bottom three teams. And like literally, I'm just like, this just looks phenomenal. This is just good. Like, this is something that we want to see. This is something that we come here to look at. And when he's home, which the Lakers are home, 18.5 is very clear, and I do like it. He didn't get it against the Kings. He didn't get it against the Grizzlies because he was having issues with having this role. But, I mean, just look, he's having more green now. So I do think in a fast-paced game with the Bulls, which the Lakers have lost to a buzzer beater before, I think that with LeBron James back, they're going to be looking to feed DeAndre Ayton. He's going to be crashing the boards, playing defense, and looking to score off of alleys. And without further ado, I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in again to another episode of Ru and Elite Line Sports here today. Let's try and see if we can bounce back today. Again, or not me streaming on, well, not streaming, making videos on the weekend. So without further ado, I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.